Alright, so boom, the podcast, episode number 71. Jay Yannick is back in the building. The man to the right of me with the $1 million outfit. Come on. You can't do this.
Sneak bozos.
You can't do this on the pod.
The unofficial fourth member of the Migos.
Words, but yo,
I'm the Puerto Rican Migo.
I'm the video and be right there. That fit
I'm
there. You in the background right now.
I'm the amigo.
The man to the bottom of me. Pause. Wow.
Hey, Trav, you nerds.
Wilding right now.
I'm balling I'm balling, but differently. They say mankind.
Sorry, I had to take a pause for Jay.
Take a pause. Yo, I got a guess. We didn't have a guest last weekend. Actually, Sneak was our own guest on our own podcast. But I got a guess. Coming all the way from the Bronx. Boogie down.
Long time
DX.
Yeah, I was in the Bronx yesterday. I felt the vibes. I said, yo, I need you to come by. Get this. The people want to see you. People want to see you. People want to hear you. People want to know about you. So all the way from the Bronx, but right now recording live from Dallas, Texas.
What?
Yeah, the man is on a mission right now, and he's coming in from Dallas, Texas. We got TMark in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Styled by TMark is in the building.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yo, appreciate y'all, man. It's a long time supposed to happen. Been talking to Sneak for a while. Been talking to y'all, following y'all journey, man. Very dope show. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
That's a fact. We had to have the man of all, the sneakers of all sneakers, the guy with all the sneakers. Listen, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. T-Mark don't even know this.
Wait, Jay.
Wait. Hold up. What? What's up?
Let's take a second. I love T. That's my dog. But really quick, before we get into the fun and joking around and having a good time,
go for it.
We should just get this addressed really quick. On Saturday morning, Friday night, the sneaker community lost a legend. A lot of people know him as I Love Swoosh. I didn't know him personally. Sad to say, I didn't get to meet him, but I know the community, especially a lot of people that I do know personally, and Terrell himself knew him very well. So we just want to say rest in peace, Marco. I think we should give him a moment of silence, maybe give him a quick 30 seconds. But just because as a community we are really close knit, and he definitely deserves that. So
Facts.
A quick moment of silence for Marco.
Yes, rest in peace, Marco. Rest in peace, Marco. Also, rest in peace to one of the legendary photographers of the hip hop game.
Yeah.
G Modu. This guy, I'm a Fila representative. This guy took one of the most infamous pictures with Tupac with the Filas. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that really hit home seeing that guy too. So, I mean, we're losing a lot of heroes right now. We're losing a lot of legendary people. And it's crazy that we're reaching that time in our lives where, people are getting older, then, tragic things happening in the world at the same time. So everybody
and Paul Mooney too.
And Paul Mooney too. I'm sorry, Paul Mooney too. That's a fact.
Yeah, that one messed me up, man. Like I was definitely a big Paul Mooney fan, and then just seeing him and everything he's been through, he's seen some shit, and it's just crazy, man. Like Paul Mooney dying is literally like like losing a legend in the game, like an acting legend, a sports legend, is in the same respects, because he truly was like top 5 dead or alive in the comedy game. Like it was insane.
He spoke his truth. That's why he spoke his truth. Like he didn't hold no punches, and I think that's why people like Dave Chappelle looked up to him, because they kind of like had that similarity with, especially with comedy. Now it's so sensitive, but he was just one of those people that just spoke his truth and spoke how he felt.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact. Especially the first time maybe the world saw him on the Dave Chappelle show, because that was the most exposure I think that really put him on the map for everybody around there. Yeah. He definitely was speaking his truth on that episode alone. His segment about what white people think about black people or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah. Definitely speaking his truth right there.
Shit, man.
Yeah. So.
And he did it in a time where shit, you won't get a job. You'll get like, it's over for you if you
get blackballed.
Like you know anything. Hell yeah.
100%.
So rest in peace to Marco, rest in peace to Chimodu, and rest in peace to Paul Mooney. You definitely will be missed in the eyes of many. Sneaker community, comedy community, and the photography community. Rest in peace.
Oh, man. Rest in peace, Marco, man. That one hit different yesterday.
Can we get into it? Can we discuss?
Yeah, for sure.
Can we discuss the?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, tell your story first.
Oh, okay, we're going there. All right. TMark doesn't even know this. One of my first weeks at Foot Locker, I walked in the building, got my J's on, got my rares on, doing my thing. I met my man Munch. He's got his J's on. He's got his rares on. Shout out to Munch. He's like, yo, you know TMark though? I'm like, nah, who's that? He's like, oh, you don't know nobody then. Oh, you don't know nobody then. He put me on the TMark. I asked Sneak, I said, Sneak, you know TMark? Sneak is like, yeah, that's my man. I'm like, oh, okay, I got to meet this guy TMark. And long and behold, fast forward, then Clubhouse came. Then I really got to talk to him in Clubhouse. Lo and behold, then I'm following his journey. I'm figuring out what's going on. I'm putting the pieces to the puzzle together. I'm like, oh, this guy's not playing. This guy's for real.
I'm all right.
Then I see some of he pulls out some of the sneakers from the arsenal. I'm like, oh yeah, I retire. I'm just gonna retire. And close my closet. It's over. So TMark is in the building. That's my story about TMark. TMark is in the building.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. That was a interesting story. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know Munch told you that. That's crazy.
Definitely.
That's crazy.
So basically, if you don't know TMark, you don't know nobody.
You don't know nobody. That's how it was. Straight up like that.
You know a lot of people.
It was straight like that. But can we get into
you know what's
it?
Crazy though. T is the living embodiment of the term. It's not who you know, it's who knows you.
That's a fact.
Because Terrell is one of the people that you don't even need to know him. A lot of people are gonna let you know that they know him. As soon as you meet them, like, oh, you know TMark? Yeah, that's my guy. Oh, you know Yo, everybody, it's like a celebrity sighting. They be like, yeah, I know TMark.
A lot of people be like, I got so many stories where people be like, yeah, bro, this person said they know you. I'm like, who? I have no idea who it is. Like, not to say like
I believe it.
But it'd be more so like I'll know somebody by face. Because now a lot of people don't even introduce them by their names. Like it'd be their IG name. Like when people come, yo, I'm such and such from IG, and I'm like, all right, but what's your real name? Like, like in my mind, I don't say that. Like, I like what's. And then
it's me. Like, I love Skittles 69. It's me.
Yeah. So introduce yourself like, with your government. At least your nickname, not your Instagram name.
Skittles.
Skittles. And what's crazy is for someone who's actually spent time around TMark, he actually is not an super extroverted person either. So for someone who keeps to himself and like just like I'm not gonna be the person, like I'm not trying to be the star of the room. To actually still be the star of the room is crazy. So that just says a lot about, you know, the energy you bring, and even right now you in Dallas and you still, you know, doing us the solid of showing up. So we really appreciate that.
Yeah, we were supposed to get it done 2 weeks ago.
Like
it was
2
Mother's
weeks
Day,
ago.
right?
Yeah.
It was Mother's Day,
Mm-hmm.
Mother's Day, and then last week I was in LA and probably some miscommunication, but now we got it right this week. I told you for a fact.
How did LA go?
LA was dope. Same thing, bro. Like the love was there, man. And we going back out there in August. But
yeah,
I was out there, linked up with some people, linked up with CJ. Happy belated birthday to Biggie. CJ, his son. Linked up with him.
How did that connection happen between you and CJ?
I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. He was following me on Instagram, and I didn't even know. And he reached out like, "Yo, I need some hats, bro." It's crazy. Like he bought some hats first, and I'm like, "Damn, like, you know, that's something I would have just sent you." But then once I figured out he was following me, you know, I got his information, and you know, we was just talking. Like it just happened organically. It just happened. Nothing was forced. It wasn't him in my DMs begging for hats or me and his DMs like, "Yo, bro, what's up? Like, let's do something." It just happened. You know how that goes, Sneak. I already know.
Yeah,
like,
that's what's up, man.
Know how that go where somebody's in your DMs just trying to, you know, take from the fruit of y'all labor. You know, like just take from y'all and not be a two-way thing. So it just happened. We just started building. He was telling me like he wants to start pushing his brand, and then, you know, couple months later, he got a collab with Mitchell and Ness that just dropped on his pop's birthday. I was out there linked with my guy from Stance, Albie. He's the GOAT. My boy Dex from Mitchell and Ness. So it was pretty much like me going out there on some like business, hanging out, building with people. And then I was supposed to I'm doing a pop-up in August at Mag Park. And my guy Mickey from Mag Park was like, "Yo, why we don't just do something while you out here?" And I was like, "All right, fuck it, let's just do like a warm-up pregame type of thing and see what the energy is." And the energy was crazy. Like people was lined up since like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Dope.
We ain't really open until like 4:35. So it was just like dope. So the West Coast definitely showed love, man.
That's what's up. I've been seeing the West Coast show a lot of love to the East Coast lately, especially when it comes into the hat game. It's a great thing.
You know what it is though? Because like, and I don't want to, you know, it's not like me shitting on any other city, but New York, we kind of pretty much made hats like a fashionable thing, not a sport or a city thing. Because 2 years ago, like all these cities was wearing either like black nasties or like hats where it's from the stadium or lids. Like it wasn't, you know, like Hat Club and a lot of these stores kind of like saved a lot of these cities when it came to that, because New York, we could go to any borough, probably besides like Staten Island, and find like a mom and pop.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not out there, right?
No.
Okay.
They don't have that. And if it's stores that really do have like a New Era account, they wasn't ordering, you know, gray bottoms. You gotta cater to the demographic. Like are people buying just hats to match their shoes or match their outfit or just classic hats? And then when you do go out there, all you see is like their city.
Yeah.
Like, New York, bro, we got every single team. Like, because we're so diverse and they know it's a market for it. So, like, I think.
I was going to say, being from the Bronx, did you ever hear of Cap USA in Brooklyn?
Of course.
Yeah, Cap USA. For people that don't know, is located in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. Since I was a kid, they had a wall of hats, like every team,
And it's so
all the
crazy
because
because Cap USA is like damn near everywhere. They got Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
They had a Cap USA. I want to say is Brooklyn, Harlem. I think it might have been one in the Bronx. So it's Cap. No, Cap Unlimited is in Brooklyn too. It might have been one in the Bronx if I'm not mistaken, but I know it's one in Harlem. Cap USA.
What I will say is, growing up here, New York culture, when it comes to sneakers and hats and just being able to supply to people, we definitely owe a lot and need to show a lot more love to the Habibi community, because they've held us down forever when it comes to having hat stores, when it comes to having sneaker stores. And all jokes aside, like, you got to think about that. For me, a perfect example is when people talk about like the AAPI community and the Chinese community in specific, Stop Asian Hate, all this other stuff. It's so crazy to me because it's like, dog, like, how you gonna have Asian hate when they're one of the few that literally will always put money and resources into the community, like the hoods. Like, they're one of the few that come into the hood and say, I'm gonna open a storefront, I'm gonna supply to people, I'm gonna be open 24 hours, I'm gonna charge the low, I'm not gonna try to beat people in the head, like, I'm gonna look out, like, you know what I'm saying?
They kind of helped mold a lot of us, like, growing up.
100%.
Sneaker stores, hat stores. I used to go to Pegasus, and he was one of the last people that really, like, when the Black Nasty wave came from like 2008 on, he was like one of the last people that was still selling grays and greens. Like, I would travel from the Bronx all the way to 109th and 3rd Avenue to Harlem because he had grays and greens. And there was some stores here and there, but he had everything. Like, he had everything. And they had crazy sneakers in there too. Whereas, like, they had older shoes and stuff like that. So
so it's so crazy to think about, because what you just said makes so much sense. Like, I remember when that happened, that they switched all the on-fields to black, and then it wasn't even so much the black that was the problem, it was the material. They had
that big ass sticker on the brim. Tell it to you like, this is waterproof now. Ain't no hat in the rain anyway. So
that's funny.
Like, you think we gonna just be chilling in the rain because the hats is waterproof?
You think I'm worried about the drip? I am the drip. What are you talking about?
So it's just more so like they used to, and I'm like, nah, man, this shit just don't look right. Like, it didn't look right. Because you got to think, it went from grays till you, like, before you can even remember, right? Like, greens was before grays, but we had grays growing up.
Yeah.
We oughta, like, we're like teenagers or like young adults in 08, and you're going to just say, yo, here's black? Nah, it just was different. So we just wasn't with it.
That brings me to a question I've always wondered. Since we're here, let's keep it going. Where did
where's Trev?
Oh, he'll be right back. Where did the new colorways of the underbills come in when it started being different colors?
Well, I don't remember the first time I saw it, because it's to be honest, it's been around forever. It was just one-off situations. It wasn't like...
I just think a lot of people had like tonal hats, like where the whole hat was one color. Like, it's like a fuchsia bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So that option was always available. I think the people that made it cool and put a twist to it, like to like an OG color, I gotta say, Hat Club. I feel like Hat Club, like Justin and the kid Preem and Frosty Preem. I think he's the one that came up with the concept for the pink bottoms to honor his mom and stuff like that. So I think with them, they did the OG color like a Yankee, right? Navy, and then they do the pink bottom under. But I like to Sneak's point, I think it's always been around, but I don't think anybody put that twist to it. And if they did, it might have been a one-off, just like how Sneak said.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw. It's funny you asked that because it was going around. I think it was this week or this weekend. The story behind how Frosty approached Justin. Shout out to Justin and Hat Club NoHo. Yeah, he approached them and had the idea of doing a pink bottom for breast cancer, breast cancer awareness for his mom. Mm-hmm. So and shout out to Frosty too for being an early on supporter of Save Mankind too. So I appreciate that from him. But yeah, so that's apparently how Pink Bottom started, and I would definitely say that was like the introduction to everything, because the Pink Bottom, I mean, it's crazy now. You could literally go to the smallest hat store in America and they'll have at least one.
Terrible. Not terrible, like it's just
I get it. I agree.
For me, it's just like people's trying so hard to find the next best big thing. Mm-hmm. Like I think I don't want to say the store's name, but I seen a hat store that was very, 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 very respected. And I got like when I was hunting down all these Yankee World Series hats, I got a few from them because they used to have like all these classic hats. And I remember early 2000s, I would go on their website because I wasn't going to that state or whatever. I don't want to say the state because I'm going to give it off, but they put a patch under the brim.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
They put a patch under the brim. And
they tried to get real crazy.
And it's like, come on, bro. Like,
so the niggas that would have had like this, you know what I mean?
Like, I'm gonna
oh yeah, dog. Wow, that's crazy. Oh yeah, that's crazy.
You just doing anything at that point.
Yeah, and it's just like people just
that's some shit Nike would do.
And I'm like, bro, come on.
Maybe they thought about the all over patch NBA fitted.
It's never been on the bottom. Bro.
It's never been. I'm trying to shoot him some bail here.
He said it's never been on the bottom.
Even if
stop it.
Trying to go that way, it's never been on the bottom. Bro. Like the way you would have to wear your hat for somebody to see that is like, is it even
like
worth
this?
it?
It's easy money right here.
Yeah,
hit him with the Dwayne Wayne.
Nah, that's definitely Spike Lee. Definitely, like, it's different. It's different.
Yo, shout out to Spike. I love you, Spike, but you've done so many fashion murders.
You got to think a fitted brim is not that easy to go up like that. So,
nah, hell no.
Yo, can that even curve with the patch like that?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
Like, your photographer is going to have to take photos, like, laying on the floor, like up, like
yeah. That shit is bugged out. So far, T, we've followed your journey for sure. So far, what would you say has been the most surreal experience working, so close with the community? Because I've seen like you've worked with Benny. I mean, that's amazing. I've been a big fan of Benny from early. So for you, what has been like the most surreal experience so far?
The Benny was tough. That was fire. I probably would say the Stacktober hat, just because if anybody knows me, like personally, like he's one of my favorite rappers. Like I got family in Far Rockaway. I know I'm cool with his brother. I'm cool with Bino. I was able to meet Stack. My brother was cool. Knew about Stack as well. But I think everything me and my boy Rel from the Crate was able to do to kind of like bring it to life. Like we was able to get in contact with people that Stack was close with, Bino and Core 2Gs, and we was able to do photo shoot in Far Rockaway. We was able to go to his building. We had his brother. Reenact one of the famous photos that he did on the XXL in the hallway in his building, wearing a hat. So like, I just think like the creative part and being able to like connect with the people in Far Rockaway. If anybody's not familiar, Far Rockaway really doesn't have anything. Like they're in Queens, they consider themselves the sixth borough. Like they don't even consider themselves Queens because it's 30 minutes away from Queens and 30 minutes away from Brooklyn. Yeah. It's like literally one way in, one way out. Like it's just wild out there. They don't have a movie theater. Like imagine growing up without having, some type of movie theater, something, as a kid, right? And it's just very, 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 very.
And the block radius is about 10 each way.
That's my beach though. I fuck with Far Rockaway Beach.
Yeah, yep. But it's like once you get into like the 60s and certain numbers, it's
get a little.
This is nothing like the beach. This is nothing like the beach.
He's bringing me back. 5 years of my life.
But for me, it stops at the beach. For me, I hit the beach and then I go and hit the bridge right back.
Yeah. So like for me, like being able to honor him for the whole month, and that was probably like the most special moment for me doing the hats for a fact.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's super dope. Rest in peace, Stack Bundles, for real.
Yeah.
All right, boom. So we could talk to T for like 5 hours about his story. So we get all that. Let's not forget some of our segments. So let's do our pickups, courtesy of J-Tap. Jay, you want to kick us off?
Oh yes. I received a sneaker that I knew it was going to be nice, but I'm happy. I don't care what nobody says. I'm happy with my purchase. So happy, I bought another pair right away.
Oh wow.
That's right. The KOs.
That's a good pair.
The KOs. I'm not mad at them one bit. I tied them up. I'm ready. They might hit the streets today. I'm not sure. I got to see what my fit is looking like. But these Air Jordan 1 KOs are exactly what I was looking for. Listen, it's not always about the regular Jordans that you guys are purchasing that you think is the hottest. No. Sometimes you could get a little freaky with it. You could do a little different with it. The Air Jordan 1 KOs.
Who's the brim for that?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, just pass that to TMark.
Got you.
I'm honestly upset about that because I was in LA and forgot to reach out to one of my guys because like the time was so lost in the days, and I really don't be following release dates and shit. And I totally I didn't forget about him. I knew like I wanted him, but I just forgot to hit my boy up. And I was like, fuck.
They're not doing crazy numbers, luckily.
They're not?
Nah. The people don't even know about them. They don't care. Let them not care. Let them sleep.
Remember when couple years ago, it was a few years ago, when the KOs, when they was gonna redrop them, then they had to like cancel the release. Well, they had to like send them back because it was mold on them.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the breads? It might have been a bread KO.
Yeah, I think so.
It was one of the KOs that was supposed to drop. It was like a few years ago, and they kind of had to like ship all of them back because a lot of them had mold on them. I was like, damn, man. And then now they definitely got it right with the Chicagos. Those shits look really good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember in 05, 06, I was working at Foot Locker, and that's when my love for Jordan 1s really like started going crazy. So when I heard about the KO and the story behind the sneaker and everything, I was like super hyped to ever get a pair. They finally retroed, I want to say maybe 09 was the first retro.
Well, can you really quick tell us the story behind it?
Which one?
Behind the KO.
KO? Oh, the KO. I'm not even sure the story myself. All I know is that I don't know if it was because it was used as a boxing shoe at one point. Because
I heard something about bootleg. Something. It was like the story, and I think like what it means. Like,
does it stand for knockoff or?
Yeah, it's like supposed to be knockoff, like Jordan 1 knockoff or something like that. Like that's the original story for it, and I think they just made it like a cheaper version of the Jordan 1 and didn't give you canvas and stuff like that. It recently, I want to say a couple months ago, like the true story behind the KO and what it meant and the reason why they made it. So,
yeah, because the original one surfaced in the early 90s, right?
I think they have. Do they have older?
OG 80s.
It might be the 80s. I think they might have.
I saw a picture of that one from the 80s.
Yeah, they think they have like OG KOs back then.
Yeah, I remember I had bought when they first retroed, which was when Jordan 1s were still mids and they didn't have highs yet. I had bought all of them. I bought the all sail with the red swoosh. I had the Chicago. I had the black toe pair.
Only ones I really didn't like. The only ones I didn't really like was the Royals.
Royal ones.
It was funny. Like it wasn't like it was so faded, and then the black wasn't like a jet black. It was like a faded black as well. That was like the only ones I feel like it was like But like the Chicago reds, black toes, the white and red pair was good.
Yo, mad crazy that we're talking about this. T, I'm sure you remember the first KO retro was the first Jordan that they purposely aged before it came out. Mm-hmm. And when the retro came out and it came out aged, people were tight. People were like, why are you selling a sneaker with a yellowed midsole and these markings on it? And they were like, well, because it's supposed to be, they were like, well, it's supposed to be the KO, which is a vintage sneaker. So we made it a vintage style. And I loved it. I was like, oh, this is so hard. Like, especially because they had an all sail pair. So the canvas was sail and then they yellowed out the midsole and it had like dark brown markings all over the midsole. So the KO definitely has a place in history. I don't understand where the KO slander be coming from.
And you know what's crazy? It's like if you look at people's Instagram, people's buying brand new sneakers and
aging them
doing the same exact thing.
You know, Nigel, his whole shoe came pretty much aged, and it's like the KO definitely introduced that.
Yo, Sneak, what's your pickup?
Oh, my pickup. All right, boom. I kind of spoke about it last time on the pod. I didn't really want to get into it because it's a very different pickup.
Do I need music for this?
Word.
The intro music should give you an idea of what we're about to talk about.
Straightening.
So just I'll show you guys just the box. The box alone is insane.
Okay.
So I'm a pretty I wouldn't say big, but I'm definitely into the designer sneaker stuff. Growing up, I remember in Brooklyn, Pradas were like Jordans. So you needed a pair of Pradas. So if you didn't have a pair of Pradas, you wasn't shit. So I've always really had an affinity for designer sneakers. I don't like to spend too much on them because if you are a collector, you know that they hold absolutely no value
at all.
In a couple of years, you'll be lucky if you get 20% of what you spent. But for the moment, they fun, they cool to have. And Lanvin currently makes, in my opinion, the dopest designer sneaker at the moment. For those that don't know, this is called the Lanvin Curb, the sneaker. This one's pretty fire.
No tap?
Yeah, flip top.
No, I said no tap. No tap.
Supposed to tap that box, right? Put some respect on that man's name, man.
Facts. So you get this gallery department Lanvin card, right? Specially designed for gallery department Lanvin. Product has been made with various artisanal techniques that give to each piece its own special character. Avoid contact with care products and natural elements such as water, humidity, heat, or exposure to sunlight.
Shit.
So yeah, you get this dust bag, of course.
That's a sneaker you only wear at the museum.
Yeah, you got to put them in your bag.
That's crazy though.
So, Lanvin is a fashion house, French fashion house. I believe the person who founded it is a female. So shout out to her. But what's even doper about this is it's a collab with Gallery Department. I always talk about how I've been on Gallery Department since like 2018. This T-shirt actually was before they even started selling T-shirts. I had reached out to them on Instagram and just ordered it as a one-off. But yeah, so it's dope to see how far they've come. And even more important, Gallery Department is a Black-owned brand. So buy Black, support Black. But yeah, so this is the Gallery Department Lanvin Curve. I want to say there's less than 1,000 of these in the world and less than 50 of each size in the world. So this right here is a size 42, which is a size 9. Yeah, this is a size 42, which is a size 9. So pretty dope.
You and Offset.
Me, Offset. I seen Shy with him now. There's a couple of us.
There's a couple of us. We're a unique group. You know, we got a group.
We got a group chat.
We got a group chat. You know,
like, it looks like, to me, it looks like a little bit like the ASAP Under Armour a little bit.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right,
100%. Yeah, definitely. It definitely gives you the Osiris vibes. The D3 sneaker. That's funny because I actually. Yeah, I wanted the ASAP collab with Under Armour, but what I didn't like about that shoe was that it's the exact same shoe. Like they didn't change anything. It literally was the Osiris sneaker just with ASAP Rocky's branding on it. With Lanvin, they actually did change a lot of the style aspects of the shoe.
Yeah.
What I like specifically is the upper is really bulky. Which if you wear like a lot of track pants or a lot of flared leg jeans or just bootcut jeans, the jeans sits really nice on the sneaker because it has enough of an upper where it's not gonna fall over the whole shoe.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's personally what I like the most about them. I wanted the OG pair, which is this pair right here. It's like a white with aged midsole. And then I heard that they were doing it as a collab, so that made it even better. But yeah. So
and for the listeners listening, because I know they're gonna want to know, how much would a shoe like that run them? I know they're gonna want to know.
This shoe rich people. Not even, bro. Resale on a lot of dunks is somewhere near.
Just say the number, man. Say the number, man.
It was $1,200.
Woo!
That boy.
That's not bad. That's what? 6 pairs of Jordan 1s?
That's not terrible.
6 pairs of Jordan 1s?
That's one TMark hat.
You say it like that.
6 pairs of Jordan 1s.
That's one TMark hat.
That's what.
One TMark. As long as you supporting Black creatives, Black and brown creatives, and buying Black and brown, I'm okay with it. Spend it.
Is that shoe hard to put on? Looks like,
but a little bit, not really. Once it's on though, it's super cozy.
Okay.
So once it's on though, it's definitely cozy.
All right, TMark, just decapitate our heads off. Pause.
I gotta do a brum switch.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Texas.
Yo, this nigga.
We're in Texas.
We in Texas. Oh, the pimp. Uh-oh.
I be paying attention.
Oh goodness.
It's the tap.
That's the tap.
SB tap too.
It's not a rainbow box. What is it?
Such an ignorant purchase.
Oh, goodness.
I know what it is.
Oh no! I know what it is.
Such an
Oh. That's not.
Don't even clap it up for me, man. I mean, listen, I got it for way less than what it's going for.
Okay.
Kind of like recognize me from Instagram, so
Yo, that works out there. I need to try that one day.
Sometimes it works.
All right.
Sometimes it doesn't.
So okay.
You have
just gonna pay money. Okay. And I respect it.
What color you got in the crib now? Because I know you have at least one, right?
The brown pair. That was my favorite pair.
The brown.
Oh.
I think because it's just like it was different. The Royal blue is kind of like Kentucky's. I got the Kentucky's. The black and white is like that black and white pair that came out.
Yeah, that's true.
Green is like extremely loud. I think you could get like a vacation photo and then probably like another photo back home, and it's pretty much over.
Mm-hmm.
Sneak, you can pull it off a lot because you wear loud colors too.
A lot of color, yeah.
Yeah. So like you could get that off all the time. I think my style is like
that's gonna age well.
Which one?
See, that's the difference. This sneaker, right? I paid $1,200.
Yeah.
And this sneaker in a year, I'll probably be able to get like $600 for it. That sneaker goes to $1,200 now, and in a year it might be $2,400.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But that was my pickup. I can show what I brought.
That's a great pickup.
Let's switch it up.
Oh, okay.
I saw that yesterday.
What you wore yesterday?
I wore these yesterday.
Yo, that pair is so underrated, bro.
And then today, I'm gonna just keep it calm today.
Cream laces.
Cream? Yeah. Is that the cream? Pause. No, that's white. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, those.
That sneaker still is like $600-700 right now.
Insane, yo.
What, Syracuse?
Crazy,
but you know what? A lot for what I was told, a lot of those didn't really come out like that.
Oh, word?
Pair wasn't. Yeah, like stores like Kith and Concepts and like other stores that got them, they didn't get a lot of pairs, like literally, because they both dropped at the same day. And I think that was kind of like that was after the Biotech. It was after
the Plum. It was after the Plum. Yeah.
And then I was kind of like the first.
That was the last sneaker
for college, pretty much. Like
that was the first.
Those were the first two. So a lot of stores probably didn't order a lot of pairs because they was like, I don't know. Yeah,
and that was the first sneaker release the last sneaker release before COVID shut down.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. Then I think the last SB was the Travis. If I'm not mistaken, it might have been Strange Love was before Travis, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Strange Love was before Travis.
Because I remember that was the last shoe I went to pick up. The Travis, and then I think after that it was kind of Rap City. It was All-Star Weekend, but no SBs dropped, and then it's over after that.
Yeah. Speaking of vacation, it's funny you say that.
Wait, we need Travis's pickup.
Oh no, man! I disappointed y'all this week. Next week I got you. I checked my shop app.
You sure?
No, you with the adult thing.
You sure? That
I think we might have to clap it up for him.
The adult thing.
That was the adult thing.
I checked my shop app. I got like 4 things coming next week, so I'll do better next week.
You sure? That sofa don't look familiar. I don't remember.
That was last week. That's
you can tap the sofa. Sofa
Hell yeah, tap the sofa. Listen, if you pay bills, you know that those are the purchases that truly hurt.
Oh, that shit hurts.
Fuck a pair of sneakers. That
shit still hurts right now. Don't remind me.
Oh yeah, you
go to the mattress store. You like what?
And I can't wear these.
It's funny. We'll justify a sneaker purchase, and then we'll be looking at a couch like, oh, I don't know.
A couch, mattress, a fucking frame for your bed, everything. It's like, I don't know, man.
And then when son,
I never seen.
You need the nightstands with the bed. No. We just need the bed. We good. We'll put
the lamp could go on the floor.
On the floor, fuck it.
At this point.
Oh man! Speaking of vacation, one of our members, Tone, forgot to talk about Tone in the beginning, is not here because he is on vacation. And what's up?
Well, you know what we didn't know is how he got on vacation. Tone couldn't be here right now, but he sent us a video.
Okay,
I'll play it for y'all.
I heard he's on a water slide.
Let me. Bring
I
this up
thought you were gonna say a world tour.
Oh, hey fellas. How's it going? So, sorry I couldn't be there today. See, my life has changed since that went viral. Kanye actually did hit my line and flew me out to one of his islands. My family too. We out here. So, thanks Complex, thanks Ball Alert, was it? I don't know, it was so many. But see y'all niggas next week. Don't hit my line. Thanks.
Yo, this nigga's an idiot.
Son. Oh my god! He said Kanye flew me to one of his islands.
He said, "Don't hit my line."
Oh my god!
So,
yes. Get into it, Trav.
So he sent me a video explaining what happened, but I'm having issues getting it up here, so I apologize, Tone. But we could basically say that Tone sent us a video in the group chat of him busting his ass at the pool.
Yeah.
And however he bust his ass, his Yeezy slide went up his leg and got stuck. And his wife recorded it. And personally, for me, what made the video hilarious is her laughing so hard while he's trying to get it off.
Please play it. Please play it.
Yeah, let me play it.
I need to watch it. I need to watch it one more time. Sound on.
Yo, he really couldn't get the shoe off though.
Yo, how did they get it off though? The angle is
oh my god,
yeah. Yo, that
and my man kept his mask on because he's trying to be safe out here.
But our good friend Sneak saw Tony's pain and was like, how can I monopolize off this? So he sent it to every blog that he knew. And I think Nice Kicks was the first one to pick it up. And then after that, it just went out of control.
Yeah,
shout out to Nice Kicks.
That looks like it has no chance of getting off his ankle. Like, at all. Like, God's cutting it. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah, we got him.
I don't know how he did it. That's crazy.
The comments is what made it funny. Oh, look at this. These new Yeezy shin guards look wild.
The shin guards.
Yeezy ankle bracelet. Butter those feet up, young man.
Shout out to Nice Kicks for picking it up. Complex, I don't know who at Complex don't fuck with me, but it's okay. We'll get over it.
Oh, they didn't tag you?
Nah. And then I sent it to Nice Kicks and Complex first, and Nice Kicks was the first one to reach back and be like, "Yep, we definitely posting this." So shout out to them.
Did they post? They posted it, right, or no?
Yeah. Nice Kicks was actually the first one to post it. But listen, No, Complex posted it after Network posted it. Shout out to the Network app.
What's crazy is this shit has over 1 million views on Baller Alert.
Facts. So if you have a situation where you are in pain due to a sneaker and or slide, reach out to Sneak Talent Management Company. and we will make your dreams come true, and get you out here. So you could check me out at pleasesavemankind@gmail.com, and we will work out the specifics for you.
That's crazy.
So literally that slide, once you put it, wet it, pause, with water, it becomes a slide. Like you slide straight through that motherfucker. Yo, that's literally never happened to me ever.
I mean, they don't promote them as water slides, so I don't.
They don't? I thought they did.
I don't know.
Listen, man.
Really no
Listen, man. All I know is it would never happen.
It would never happen.
It would never happen.
What you got in your head? What you got in your head?
It would never happen with the Nike mock. It would never happen. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Yo, I can't believe that happened. That's so funny, yo. Yo, Tone is a fool. And the person to happen to being told is the most funniest part of it all. In news, can we get into the news? No, actually, no, fuck that. I don't want to talk about news. We got TMark here. We talked about hats. TMark, you got all the sneakers in the world. Tell me how this happened, sir. Like, when did this start? Like, where did this come from? I saw you. Oh my God. Talk to me about the sneakers, man. Talk to me about the sneakers. When did you start collecting sneakers?
I want to go even before that.
Okay, let's do that.
I want to go just as a kid. My oldest brother was into Jordans.
Okay.
And my older brother, the middle brother, he was into like Nike basketball stuff, like foam posits and flight posits and, just like that aspect of it. So I was able to, kind of see both as a kid where, my oldest brother was like an OD Jordan fan and crazy Jordan collection young. Like I'm talking about, I remember him having OG UNC nines, like powder blue nines.
Oh, wow.
Olive nines. And, my mom basically by default, I was into sneakers because both of my brothers was into sneakers. So she would buy them, but she would buy me. Right. So to fast forward, pretty much like when I started collecting sneakers is when I started realizing I had to start buying my own shoes.
Okay.
And pretty much I was trying to separate the two. Like when you start spending money on shoes, like you can't just go outside or go hoop and everything. So I was trying to separate the two. These are going to be my ball sneakers, but these are the sneakers I'm gonna wear.
I got you.
And once I started doing that, basketball sneakers is going to last a lot longer than, sneakers you're going to wear casually. So pretty much when I started doing that, it went from a couple pairs to like a crazy collection is happening. And that shit went from trades, trading your boy. He got some shit that you want, and you got some shit he want, or you trading a jacket or like something like. So I want to say like my sophomore, junior year of high school, like is when I got like serious on collecting shoes. Like I'm gonna hold these.
Yeah.
And your foot grows too. So with certain shoes I had in a 10.5 and my foot grew to 11. So that was stuff like, even when Sneaks was saying too, like Pradas, like I had a shitload of Pradas, like not every single pair. Like I kind of stopped when the last pair of Pradas I had was the cranberry 2-strap patent leather Pradas. And, I started, and I might have been, I want to say 06, I think. I never stopped buying sneakers, but I might have been like 06. And then I want to say 07 is like I started going hard with sneakers. Like
Did you have the foresight, like, to not wear some, just keep them DS, or yeah? Or just wearing everything?
I was wearing everything.
Oh, okay.
I was wearing everything, and that still applies to me today. Like, I feel like there's certain shoes it's hard to DS. But like, once I wear it, I wear that shit to work. I mean, at that time, like, it's been times I've seen Sneak pull up when we was working together with Red Octobers. And I would do the same, you know, like, it's because it's like, bro, like, you dishing out any type of money, even if it's retail, you know, if you have somewhat like of it, like, why not wear it? So,
like, I could tell you my specific moment in life. I had a really close friend when I was young, working at when I was working at Foot Locker in Brooklyn. He would come by the store and we would talk about sneakers. And he was just an amazing person. And the one shoe I remember specifically was the SB Year of the Pigs. Not SB, sorry, just the Nike Dunk High Year of the Pig. It was a all pink dunk, and it had the pig face on the heel. He was like obsessed. He was like, yo, this is the dopest shoe ever. I bought 3 pairs. And literally about a year later, I had to hear, sadly, that he had passed away. He was in an ATV accident. His ATV, he was on ATV and passed away. But when I heard about his service, his mother had his casket, and next to his casket, she had a table. And on the table, she had his sneaker collection for his friends and family to see, because she knew that that's how much he loved that. And that's a beautiful thing. And like, that situation taught me that, you know, we buy these things because we love them, and then we just look at them and it's like, why? Like, you know, God forbid we're not here tomorrow. And there's a perfect another moment, you know, we just lost Marco, and that's another one, you know, where he had a beautiful collection, and you know, he actually enjoyed a lot of his collection, thankfully. But that's just to show you, like, tomorrow's not promised. You know, I know you love that sneaker and you don't want it to get messed up, or you want to preserve it for as long as possible. But
not everything's about resale.
Clark Kent told me, it was only rubber materials and glue, bro. That's it.
Yeah, that's what Clark said.
There's nothing more to a sneaker. Like, we look at sneakers and we want it to do some magic trick that we never seen before, but it's just like, people hold it as a trophy. But you know, like what Sneak just said, like, I wear it because tomorrow isn't promised. Like, I wear it because I enjoy putting the fit together and wearing some shit that I know a lot of people wouldn't wear. Like, people look at, yo, how much those go for? And you can't really put a price like on life, you know, like, there's no price on life. So this is the way I'm living life, and this is what I want to wear, and I don't care what the price is. I don't care if you think I'm bugging, and that money, the money thing, you know, you can't take it with you. Same way you can't take sneakers or clothes or hats or whatever with you. So why not enjoy it while you're still here?
No, that's a fact.
I won't even lie. Like, from young, I had a cadence where I literally will not. I'll wear a pair of sneakers and I will not put them away until I clean them. So that's how I've been able to preserve my sneakers, like my collection, for as long as I have. They will stay out the box and just be an eyesore and be in the way until I decide I'm gonna clean them. Like, I refuse to put them away dirty. And from young, I've always even cleaned the bottom of my sneakers. So I clean the outsole even before I put them away. Just because when I pull them out, I want them to be as fresh as possible to last another wear and another wear. So,
you clean a New York City bottom sneaker? What about that nasty gum that be sitting on the bottom, that black?
From when we used to have to buy the black and white can with the yellow top from Foot Locker, the $5.99 from those days. From when you used to use the top of the can and the teeth would break out.
Which product are you using to clean that?
Oh, now, you know, and what's funny, it's like a full circle moment right now because, you know, shout out to SneakerCon. T is currently with them, providing his services. But it was Sneaker Con. I can't remember the year. I want to say like 6 years ago. I did a table for Save Mankind. And at the table, I asked somebody, I said, hey, my Red Octobers could use some love. Like, they're looking a little crusty. And they were like, sure, come with me. And they walked me over to a table, and I met a gentleman by the name of Vic Almighty. And Vic was like, yeah, what's up, man? You know, I do restorations. I love this brand. I work closely with them. And lo and behold, it was Reshoevn8r. Shout out to Reshoevn8r. So since that day, I've been using Reshoevn8r products, and I fuck with them heavy.
Yeah, Reshoevn8r, they're really, really good. Not to bash any cleaners, but I remember using one of my boys used TMark for his Yeezy 2s, and shit's got ruined. So,
no.
It dried up the suede, like the whatever product they had, it dried up the suede, so it looked crazy. And I stayed away from them. Reshoevn8r reached out to me early on, man, and their cleaner's really, really good.
Yeah.
Crep, I heard is good too. I heard Crep is good as well.
Yeah, I recently bought Reshoevn8r to clean up some shoes, and I was impressed. I used to use TMark. I never had a bad experience, but I was really impressed with the Reshoevn8r.
Yeah,
I love Reshoevn8r.
I've always been scared to clean suede, like when it came to like Yeezy 2s or something like that.
Dog, I don't give a fuck.
TMark,
if I clean the bottom, I'm definitely cleaning suede.
How many sneakers would you say are in your collection now?
Oh boy,
I downsized a lot, man. So pretty much it was so many impulsive buys, man, and it goes back to when I was working in Champs on 42nd Street, and you know these brands and these companies, they're brainwashed to it. Especially if you like sneakers going into it. It's like, oh, I could get these and I could get my discount on it. It was kind of like a lot of shit. Like if you had to go to a store, line up, pay retail, you probably would never even did it. But since it's right there and you have the access and you can get a discount on it, and then don't let the 50 come around, right? So it was like a brainwashing thing, and then I left, right? I leave. I start working at Finish Line and Macy's for a little bit, and they don't get the same thing. So I felt like the shackles was broken. Like, like I'm free. I don't have to buy so many impulsive and just releases. Like when I look back, like, damn, why did I buy this?
Mm-hmm.
So that happens. I end up meeting a Nike Eakin, and you know I reached out like, yo, you know, is Nike hiring? And he's like, yeah. I was waiting for you to ask. So, you know, I'm a person, I like to build like a genuine relationship. I'm not gonna come out the gate and be like, yo, what's up with Nike or what's up with whatever. You know, that relationship built, you know. Invited him to hoop with me at Terminal 23. He invited me. You know, we kind of built a poll. So when I was there, you know, Nike, he got me straight in. Then that habit started kicking back because it was like, oh, now it's not 30, it's 40.
40.
Oh, shit, the swoosh account. Oh, shit. You know, and there was so many fucking impulsive buys, bro. And you know, when I left there, and then it's just kind of like, man, I gotta get rid of some of this shit, man. I'd rather trade 5 regular shoes and get one shoe that I really want. And you know, ever since then, like I would do that. Like if it's a shoe that I really, really want, like yeah, I paid a decent penny for the SBs. So, but when I get home, I already know I got like doubles and triples of shit that I got for retail.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's going to the store and I'm selling it. And basically, I traded in my mind. I traded these shoes that I got for retail and not this shoe. Even though I picked out the cash for it, but I know I have some type of assets home where it's like, yo,
that's how
TMark, wait. I need TMark to come talk to my wife because she'd be like, I don't get that logic. You still don't have that money in your bank account.
Now you know, but my thing is, it's kind of like, are you recycling the money?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, it's not something, well, if I have 5 shoes that I don't really give a shit about, all go for something, yeah, I can sell it and get the money, or I could just bring it and use it for a shoe that I want.
No, yeah, I get it.
It's the same thing. Like, so I rather, like, it's been like a lot of times where I just recycle the money, and I've been like dumping like a lot of stuff. Like a lot of this new stuff doesn't really move me as much. Like, it's cool, but it's cool.
Now that you said that, just quick question. I just want your feedback. What was your last opinion on the I'm on year 3?
I need that shoe, man.
You still need it?
Yeah, I'm tight that I don't even have it yet. That's probably one of the goals today, to find that shoe. That's probably one of the goals for a fact.
Yeah, I would say definitely find it now. There is a restock.
They're gonna drop again, right?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be yesterday, actually, but they pushed it. Yeah, yesterday's Saturday, but they pushed it, so it's probably going to be like early June.
Yeah.
Damn, they pushed it again.
Yeah, they pushed it again. Yeah.
Didn't Concept just do a raffle for it?
I don't know. I don't know what.
I don't think they sent out winners or anything like that. They might have got the word from up top. Yeah.
So like I'm in a dilemma. Is like, do I wait, get it for retail, or do I just jump the gun?
I'd wait.
I'd wait. Yeah, I definitely would.
Because if you don't get it for retail, you'll get it for damn near close.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, June is like technically what, like in a week and some change.
Yeah.
It's not, when you hear June, it's like, damn, are we like, what month are we in? So I'm gonna see if I can get it. What was retail for that shoe?
$250.
If I could get it for like 4-ish, I'll probably
even that's high, man. I'm telling you, just wait.
Wait. What size do you wear, TMark?
In those, I'm gonna probably need either a 12 or 12 and a half. Because
so you like a 10 and a half, 11?
Yeah, because the women, those laser threes, I was able to fit the 12, and it fits like an 11. So I don't know if that's the same cut, but I heard there's a lot of padding in that 3.
Yeah,
I might need a 12 and a half. If I'm being honest, I might need 12 and a half.
So now that we're about to be in June, I would say a good halfway point to the year. If the year was to stop right now, just with the first 6 months, what would you say so far has been the sneaker of the year for you?
The TMark.
Really?
Which one is that?
Yeah.
The one, the Skepta joint.
Yeah. I say that because I remember having those as a kid.
Oh, okay.
That brought me
yeah.
And I always loved that shoe.
There's no better feeling than that right there.
Which colorway?
It was like a copper and black, right?
I think I got it here.
Yeah, like that shoe, man. I remember going to the park and like, because at that time as a kid, I was hooping in everything. Like, it didn't matter if it was Air Max, she was going to the park and playing. Like, that was, and the front of the shoe, like that front part started peeling off. Like, it started like, it got like detached from the glue on the front, like that front rubber part. And I remember my mother like, this is why I don't buy you shit. And it was just like one of those things, you go to the park, you start shooting around, it becomes a game. Like out of nowhere, it's like, damn. Like in your mind, you like, yeah, you know, I ain't trying to hoop in these as a kid, but then you start shooting around and it's like a real game happens. Yeah, but that they really, really, really like hit those to the T. Like It's the same exact shoe.
Did you get a few?
Yeah, I got 2 pairs, and they're extremely comfortable.
Okay.
Retail's high, but retail was high back then. So
Yeah.
and I wasn't spending my own money. So at that time, I didn't care.
Speaking of hooping, for those that followed you for some time now, you definitely have a real lineage with basketball and hoops. You're one of the few people I can say I know personally that has shaken hands with LeBron, which is super dope. But I've also noticed you have a really close relationship with Kyrie.
Yeah. God,
So can you touch on that real quick?
Yeah, that's the family, man. My uncle grew up with his dad, and us reconnecting, and him going to the league, and they embraced me like family, man. And anytime I did a charity event or something like that, they was one call away. Or his dad, I talked to, I want to say at least twice, maybe 3 times a week.
Wow.
Always checking up on each other, especially with COVID. But even before that, just his sister just dropped her clothing line. She just had a private event, reached out, and they just genuine people, man, and giving people, genuine people. Kai's been into sneakers for a while, and having that connection, and me being able to help push his shoe, especially from the first one, and him just reaching out, like, he didn't have to. That's the crazy part. Like, he didn't
that's dope.
he didn't have to reach out, and we was able to do a Kyrie 1 Nike ID contest. Like, me and him picked the winners, and he wore it. That was the year he got hurt. He got hurt in June, but before that, he wore one to, I think they do like the scrimmage every year, the Rose and Wine scrimmage. He was able to wear one. He wore one in the game as well, and I was just trying to tell him, you kind of want to build a following, but you also want to pretty much tap into your consumers, man. I wanted to be the bridge between the consumer and him, like, where people have that connection. Like, there's people that still thank me to this day, like, if they shoe one, because we picked like 3 shoes, picked 3 shoes, people to this day that still thank me for that opportunity, and he was like, yo, you think we could find like 3 people that do customs? And I'm like, oh, that's the easy route.
Yeah, that's
but how do you connect with the people? It's your first shoe, like, his first shoe did amazing. I don't want to say it's because of me. I'm just saying more so I tapped into like the actual sneaker culture, like, people that really was wearing sneakers wasn't probably thinking about Kyrie's. They was thinking about Jordans. They was thinking about, whatever was hot at that time. And, I just brought that atmosphere into like his brand as well. And he's into sneakers. You just don't see it as much because he's wearing whatever he's wearing on the court. But like Kyrie, man, very good at giving person. He's one of the people I could reach out to, and he's going to respond. Or, if I need anything, which, it's not one of them relationships where I'm asking, unless it's for charity, charity stuff that I do for the kids, and they love doing that. And I don't want to say, like, a lot of people have this perspective on him, but if you like got a chance to talk to him and like be around him, like, he's very genuine, very down to earth. He's very, tapped in with the culture. Like, he knows, man. Like,
that's what's up.
Same thing with LeBron, yo. He's tapped in, yo. Like, Braun is tapped in. I don't think a lot of people understand like how tapped in Braun is, man, because that was like, before I met him, it was like a 2-week span between that. Like when I first spoke to him, and he's a person that probably sees thousands of images a day.
Yeah.
Like he's a person that just sees so many images every single day. And when I linked with him and him remembering every single hat that he's seen and remembered, and it's like, that's not something that's like scripted. Like,
Yeah.
Like you have to be connected to it and tapped in. And it was just like, that was probably like the most surprising part for me. And minus like, he did a double take when he seen my jacket that I was wearing. But it's crazy, man, because Braun is my favorite player. That's playing ever since Mike retired. And me able to meet him and do stuff like that. And my relationship with Kimba, that's self-explanatory. Me and him is both from Soundview, and we grew up together. So me and K-Walk, we got like that brotherhood where it was like we grew up together, and you know, I'm super proud of him. I remember us talking about the NBA and Melo being his favorite player, and Braun's my favorite player, and I'm buying all the Brauns, he's buying the Melos, and you know, stuff like that. And you know, just us never really arguing, never really having any disagreements. Like we was just like, man, him sleeping over at my crib, pause, and me sleeping over at, like, going to camps together, stuff like that, man. Like, so, you know, K-Walk, that was self-explanatory. Kyrie, that's family as well. And, you know, Braun, that was like some superhero moment shit, man. I played it cool.
You played it cool? What was it? Yeah, tell me that. What?
It hit me after.
Oh, okay.
My boy with me, it hit me after. Like, I was like, what, Braun? When I'm there, I'm me. Like,
you was in the moment?
But you know what? They don't like that, bro. They don't like the groupie stuff. Like, they respect when you can be around them and just be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just be yourself. Just have a normal conversation. Like, it's crazy because it's like, damn, bro, you see him on TV, or like, this is a person you idolized, or whatever the case is. But just be yourself, man. When you are able to do that, and you can have and hold the conversation with them, man, they appreciate that shit the most. Like, for real. Like, me and Braun was chopping it up for like an hour.
That's dope.
I feel like if I was on some Starstruck Starboy shit, it would have been like, all right, man, yeah, appreciate the hat. Like, I ain't even asked for a photo. That's how, like, crazy I am. Like, in my mind, I'd be like, nah, man, I ain't asking for no photo. I ain't asking. Nah, fuck that.
Wait, where'd it come from then? How did it get
He's like, yo, let's flick.
Let's flick. Oh, so he's okay.
Yeah. Flick. And I was like,
oh shit. It's on.
At that moment,
so you can't
that photo on.
Yeah.
That photo on, sunk in like, yo, nigga, that's LeBron, bro.
You had me, you should have.
But I think because it wasn't my first time actually seeing him and meeting him.
Oh, okay.
Was when I used to go out to Cleveland with Kyle, I would see him, or, yo, what's up? Da da da.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, when I mentioned it, it's so crazy because it's just like, it kind of like rung a bell because I had some LeBrons on.
Oh, okay.
I think I had, I want to say the birthday fours.
Oh, wow.
I had the birthday fours. And when I said it, he's like, oh, you the one. And he remembered. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
yeah, that's pretty wild.
That was years ago. Like, how do you remember that? And he remembered the shoes and all of that, because I think with him, it's still probably one of them things like how I feel when I see somebody wearing my hat, right? Or you see somebody wearing your tee to Sneak, and it's kind of like, it's still like a surreal moment. Like, damn, like, Somebody really, and if you don't know the person, that's what makes it even better.
That's true.
You know the people, you kind of expect it. Like, oh yeah, that's my man. Like, you know, he's supporting my shit. Like, that's my guy. But when it's somebody you don't know, and then it's like, I think they might have been like at the LeBron 12 or whatever number it was. So for me to back out the fours,
Yeah,
and the fours being one of his favorite joints, it was like he recognized it. Like, oh, okay, I see you. Like, it was one of those moments. And it was just like, you know, I'm just being me, man. Relax. I'm just being me. But nah, so he kind of remembered, but it really didn't sink in until that. But I think the person I might have to like, take a breather and drink some water, some shit's probably Hove.
Hove?
Yeah, it might be Hove. I seen Hove like one time I was going into the Barclays, like through the Calvin Klein entrance, and he was going in as well, him and Beyonce, but it wasn't one of those moments.
Yeah.
Like, I won't get starstruck. I haven't got starstruck yet, but if I sat down with Jay or if Jay wore one of my hats, I'll probably go crazy.
It's over.
Like Braun, I went crazy after, but at that moment, like even with Nas, bro, like when Nas.
Oh yeah, talk about Nas. Yeah,
I was super geeked for that because if you follow Nas, he's not one of those people that's really out there, like social media wise and stuff
he's
like
he's
that.
He's a super introvert. He's an OG introvert.
And he really doesn't do interviews like that.
Yeah.
So for him to do the interview on the Breakfast Club, it not being planned, he already had the hat for months. Like, it wasn't one of them things where, shout out to DJ Clark Kent as well for making that connection. It was one of those things where he chose to wear that hat. I'm almost for sure he has a shitload of Mets hats or Yankee hats, whatever. He chose to wear that hat for the Breakfast Club, and then full circle moment, that album wins a Grammy. It's like, what the fuck, bro? That's crazy. And it's crazy. Like, and, you know, so many people that, you know, are connected to the culture, especially like Clark Kent, people like Air, and they definitely help. They definitely help with just connecting me with certain people because they believed in it and they fucked with it. Like, I remember when I first did my first collection of the hats, like Clark hit me like, yo, you got something special. And when you living in the moment, because I think a lot of people, even with hats, like a lot of people just think, yo, let me just slap this on the hat and it's good to go.
Yeah.
But me, I kind of like trying to tell stories with it. Or try to make it make sense, right? Like have some type of connection. So when I started with the hip hop shit, it wasn't something that just happened overnight. Like I was on a mission to collect all 27 World Series Yankee hats, right? Then I started figuring out it was years that they lost. So like I was like, all right, what's next? Like when you get all of these shits, like you're gonna just stop buying hats. So like what's next? So I was on vacation. I was in Belize and with the family, and I was in Belize, and I don't know. I was having a conversation with some of my boys. Shout out to my boy Rico. Shout out to my boy Bunk. And we was just talking, and I was like, what if we just did like hip hop shit on a hat? And at that time, it was like, how do you make the hip hop and baseball make sense, right? Like, I'm not even thinking the long term of it. So I just started doing research. So I'm like, all right, first let me find out if this has ever been done. Because if it's been done, I kind of don't want to even do it. I just remember like the record labels having the big logo on the front.
On the front, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a simple guy. I like simplicity. Side patches has always been something that's been a staple because the blanks was always easy to find back in the day, but side patches was very, very hard to find. Like, not I mean, well, not like the Subway Series in the '99.
Yeah, but the different ones for the years and years, right? Yeah.
Yep. So those was like very, very difficult. So I'm like, I'm doing research. I'm not seeing nobody. I'm not seeing anything pop up. I'm just seeing like the big W on the front, or the big Rockefeller logo, or the big Dipset bird, and I'm like,
definitely remember the Dipset bird.
That was a moment.
Definitely remember that one.
I wouldn't wear that now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, that was a moment, but I wouldn't wear that in this current stage of my life. So I'm like, I was sold on side patches. I didn't see anything, but it still had to make sense. Like, baseball and rap is not one of those things. You think of rap, you think of basketball, maybe football, but you're not thinking baseball. They don't have that image. You know, baseball is that clean cut type of image, and especially with the Yankees, you can't even have a facial hair. So it's like, how do you make it make sense? Then I started looking up old photos of people wearing Yankee this, Yankee that, Mets this, Mets that. And I'm like, there's the connection.
Got it.
The Yankee hat is a staple. You know, like, if you're from I'm doing New York rap groups.
Yeah.
And 99% of them wore Yankee hats. Or somebody in their crew wore a Yankee hat. So this is how it makes sense. And once I had that concept, it's a whole nother process, right? Now you gotta find a digitizer. Then you gotta find somebody that can do the embroidery. So at that time, it was probably people that was doing embroidery, like not creators. I'm just saying like shops that does it. But I ain't really know that many. And I put it on my Instagram, and somebody I know reached out like, oh yeah, you know, my boy could do it. First samples, terrible. But I was able
to see the vision.
Yeah. When I knew.
That's it right there.
I posted the samples and everything, and people went crazy. But like in real life, I'm like, there's no way in hell I can sell this. But we're gonna figure this shit out. We're gonna figure it out. And
that's the light bulb.
Yeah. And then somebody else reached out, and they had like a whole shop. They were showing me their shit, and I'm like, oh, okay. We going here. They was able to do it. Got all the files. And you know, ever since then, I wanted to learn the whole process of it. Mm-hmm. Now it's kind of like one of them things where I can sit down and have conversations, or I can pass down information to somebody else that's trying to do something in that lane. And you know, and then you got to evolve. I linked up with my boy Scruff. And we just, when you got something dope, people start copying.
Yes, sir.
And that was expected. So people started doing the same exact thing I was doing. And, you know, I got upset at first because I'm like, all right, man, yeah, I know this is my lane. People just started following me to start just copying what I was doing. So that's why I got upset. But then it's like, all right, now we gotta elevate. We gotta evolve. Now we gotta start creating our own shit from scratch. Can't go on Google. Can't save the image. Can't send it to a digitizer and just put it on the hat. Like, fuck that. Like, we gotta do our own shit. Then the first one we did was the Rockefeller one with the hands. That was like in the patch, and we made it look like a World Series patch. And that's when the creativity started just kicking in. Like, all right, we got to do this, we got to do that. Started searching old fucking patches, and you know, nothing against anybody that's doing hats. Anybody doing hats. A lot of people was not flipping patches, bro.
Yeah,
that's just the facts.
And that's when you elevated, where it's like you're doing one thing.
A lot of people was not flipping patches, man.
Yeah.
And I just want to show y'all just one where
that elevation right there.
Sheesh. You know, soon come.
You know?
Yeah. Those are crazy, man.
And
shout out to Scruff.
Yeah. You know, and with Scruff, He's been doing this shit for a long time, but he told me a lot of his work with other people feels like work. And he quit his job 4 years ago. So he doesn't want his work to feel like work. He wants it to be fun, exciting. A lot of people come to him with no concept at all. Like, yo, can you do something for me? All right, what are you trying to get done? I don't know, bro. Just figure it out. And it's like, that makes the process that much difficult.
Yeah.
Like have some type of concept, right?
Yeah.
So he could probably bring it to life. And with me, I'll have a whole fucking patch idea in my mind, but he's the one that could bring it to life. But it's stuff that me and him could sit down and have a conversation, and he'd be like, yo, that's crazy. And he's sketching it while we're saying it, and he can finish a sketch of something in 20 minutes because the concept is already there. I'm already bringing something to the table. And with us, I don't know, man. I feel like with us, it's just different. It's different. And, shout out to everybody that's doing hats. There's so many people that's doing it. My brother, Jay Tips. I could announce this, though. I probably won't show y'all seen the hat, but yeah, me and my brother, we doing the hat. It's a long time in the making. I want to say almost 2 years, man. We were supposed to get a hat collab done. So many people been kind of like always messaging me or him like, yo, you should do a collab with TMark and you should do a hat collab with J Tips because we both did the hat club thing and that did really, really well. And both did Bronx social things. Those did really, really well. I had my first pop-up there, my second pop-up there. He had a pop-up there. So it just made sense. We're both from the Bronx, both fans. We're both doing it on a high level.
Definitely. I'd say you guys are the hottest out there right now. I'd say that when it comes to it.
I said it before. When it comes to sneaker culture, you need to have some type of at least knowledge or understanding of basketball culture and hip hop culture. And we got, T has a long history with basketball, and Tips is hip hop to me. Like if you've ever heard a Tips song, like that he makes good hats, but he raps even better. So
yeah. And it's crazy, man. I remember going to like hole in the wall fucking shows for Tips. I remember him having to go to rehearsals after work, working at Foot Locker on 34th, or me sitting there and me and him chopping it up like for hours, or me working at 42nd Street and walking down a block, or him walking up the block and just talking. And, I knew him for 10 plus years for sure. And just to see the growth, the growth is the most important thing. That and the consistency and the work that's been put in. Like we was both into sneakers. Braun is both our favorite players damn near. And, at that time when Nike basketball was popping, a lot of people wasn't really hip to it at first. And, Tips got old as shit, just like how I got old as shit. And, it's not only about your sneakers, it's about the fits. And, a lot of that shit plays into like being really tapped into the culture, bro. Like just being from New York, like it didn't matter growing up if you had the newest Jordans. If you had like some Paco jeans or some shit, like, people were still joking on you. Like
and to speak to TMark, a lot of your success and your progression as well. It's crazy because I remember when you dropped your first set of hats. A lot of people saw the designs and they felt like, oh, but this is so simple, but this is just hip hop logos, whatever the case may be. But as a person who has their own brand and designs as well, people have to understand it's not always about the idea. I mean, ultimately, no idea is original. People have thought of anything you've thought of, somebody else thought of it already. It's honestly going to be who's going to execute it and who's going to do the work and who's going to work the hardest. That's ultimately what it boils down to. I mean, something as simple as this tee I have on is a simple ass logo with a gradient print. But the fact that they decided to make this tee before somebody else is why they're ahead right now.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I was having that conversation with Clark right early on, and he was just saying like people was gonna say stuff like that, and if it's that simple, why they didn't think of it? Right?
Exactly.
If it was that simple, why you didn't think of that? And you know, the hip hop logo shit, right? That came about just my love for hip hop. Right? Wasn't the person like I'm listening to country music and I want to do hip hop hats. So I'm tapped into the culture. Like I'm tapping into like my childhood and how I am now. You know, I used to have Hot 97 CDs and bootleg CDs and stuff like that. I used to wait Monday night and record DJ Clue on my grandfather's cassette player. Like as a kid, waiting up at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, right? Yep.
Yeah. You know, just to bring it to school and remember certain shit that wasn't playing on a normal radio. Or if Clue didn't drop, or you got to wait to Clue's CD to drop.
Yep.
Getting the access on a cassette player. So, like, that's always been a part of my life because of my brothers, my mother, and stuff like that. So that's why I did the research. Because if it was done already, I probably would have wanted to do something a little different from it. It's never been done. Like, even if you thought of it, you should have capitalized on it. The only people I feel like could have really, really, really done it is probably like two groups. I think Wu-Tang probably could have did it, and I think Rockefeller should have did it. I think because of Jay's connection and him stating,
with the Yankees.
The Yankees.
Yeah.
You know, him being able to perform at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Them doing like a jersey for him. You know, that could have like really happened. But who's to say, you know, and he did the Blueprint 3 Yankee hat. It was a black nasty. That's the only reason why I did FYI. But, you know, stuff like that, right? I went back and redid the Blueprint 3 hat. Like I did where it was like the Rockefeller logo, but in the circle had 3 lines in it. Like the Blueprint 3 hat.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, stuff like that, I kind of just definitely like try to tap into like the storytelling part of it. Because if it doesn't resonate with people, you know, the story, some people connect to the story more than anything. And pretty much like if hats do go out of style, you know, people's not going to stop being Rockefeller fans, Wu-Tang fans, Pun fans, fucking Mobb Deep fans, Nas fans. Like people's not going to stop being fans of that. So like when people get these hats, these shits is like trophies for them. This is something that, you know, it's nostalgic. You know, like I don't see the color brim thing being around for a very, very long time. But, you know, I'll do the color brims here and there because I'll be a fool if I didn't. It's supply and demand, right? So, but most of my hats is just classic hats, man. Like I try not to jump off the bridge with a lot of this stuff. And nothing against it. It's just I have to, you know, stay true to myself. But, you know, I'll do different color hats with a gray bottom, or I'll give you, you know, I don't want to show the hat, but, you know, something simple like this, right? Something simple like that. But I think if so many people stop worrying about what everybody else is doing, especially in the hat space and clothing brand too, and just focus on their craft, you wouldn't have time to even criticize other people's shit.
Or compare it.
Or compare it,
Yeah. I wanted to say one thing to that at the end was, didn't you do like when it came to the hip hop, like player cards?
Yep.
Yeah. And so to me, what that showed me was just like the whole the whole concept behind the trading cards is just like with the hats when it comes to hip hop. It's like you got to collect them all. It gives that concept like of a person. It's like, oh, I got the Wu-Tang. Nah, but do you got the Rockefeller? Nah, I got the Big Pun. No, let me get that one. No, I need to collect them all if I'm a fan for this person or that person. Yeah. So definitely that concept I thought was brilliant when I saw that part. I said, okay, that was the shit that made me say, light bulb. That's it right there.
Yeah. And that was just another thing going in. How do I make this shit make sense?
That shit made sense right there. That was it.
It's like trading cards as a kid. Like that was one of them things. Like
that was it.
It's still a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just like, yo, like I remember going to Pathmark and asking my mother for $5 for the vending machine to get the special card in the case.
Yeah.
Pack shit. You know, like I remember just having Pokemon cards, not even knowing what the fuck, how to battle anything. I just had them because it was a thing. And, you know, I was like, all right, man, we're going to do hip hop cards. This shit's going to be crazy. Like, I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go crazy with it because I want people to know, like, it was thoughts that went into this shit. Like, it wasn't just, oh, yeah, man, hip hop logos, side of the hat. Like, it wasn't that. Like, I kid you not, bro. It was a lot of research because I wanted to make sure it wasn't done before.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing with the story that I want to highlight is you're not the only one doing it. But like you said, if you take the time to put more energy, thought, and effort into it, it really isolates yourself from the other competition where it's like, damn, we didn't think of that, or damn, we couldn't do it like that. Like he did this, and this. He went above and beyond.
Yeah.
So that's a beautiful thing too, man. Yo, flowers to you. And I didn't even know it took that much to get into it. Must have been something in the Belize air. I just want to give a shout out to the Belize air.
It might have been, man. You know what it is though? Belize for me, like I think it's probably like a lot of places outside of the United States, but that shit is a humbling experience, yo.
Yeah.
I don't care what type of high horse you're on. If you go to like some of these places that's like third world countries and you start seeing kids walking around with no shoes, no socks, playing basketball on 90-degree hot floors with no shoes on.
Yeah. That
shit does something to your mental. Like you come back and you just start appreciating the little things in life, bro.
It's the perspective. The perspective is just, it makes it different. It makes it different. Yeah.
100%, man. And, you know, those are the people, you know, that need the most help. But for me, those are the people I'm kind of like champion, man. Like these are people that they ain't got dishwashers. They ain't got this. They ain't got that. They still got to go farming to get food, and there's no supermarkets like right down the road, and the money aspect and stuff like that. And, you know, they still figure it out.
That's a fact.
Like, you know, the houses it's crazy out there.
Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy to me? When you take vacay and you realize that it's only our community that even gives a shit about half this stuff. Like, I've been on vacations where I'll look around me and I'm the only one with a fucking name brand sneaker. Like, everybody around me got on like a Payless or a Echo Sport. Yeah. Like, just the most basic of basic footwear, and I'm here with like a $500 Nike Jordan, whatever, and I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, if we weren't in this part of the world, how different our perspective of shit would be.
Just so let's sit back and just think, right? Just imagine how much shit we would own, like land, cribs, like whatever, if we didn't put so much time, effort, and money into like sneakers and clothes. Like if we was just like how when you on vacation, right? To say you made all the money that you made, but sneakers and shit wasn't your vice. Or no, you didn't drink, you didn't smoke. You're just you. Same way that you are now, but sneakers and shit just wasn't a part of your life. Like you would own, like we would own a lot in America, bro. Like
no, that's a fact.
Like,
but when I hear that,
we spend M's, bro. Like,
no fact.
We spend M's.
When I hear that, I think of people though, like I spoke about my homie earlier, and like Marco. God forbid if we were to go out tomorrow, at least we could say that we enjoyed the life we live. Because to be honest, all of that is all perspective. Like some people say the American dream is owning a home, but like to other people, the American dream is, the dream is to travel the world. To other people, the dream is to collect, all of something that they love or have as many kids as possible. Like everybody's shit is gonna be different. So
100%. And it's crazy. It's just wild. Like even on vacations, bro. Like especially outside of the United States, man. That shit is just like very, very, very humbling and it's mind-boggling, bro. Like it's just crazy because they appreciate just being able to get fresh water.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's not even some filtered shit where, it's like just water. Like that's
I would say anybody who's a big like sneaker collector or just really into fashion, or if you just really have a passion for that, especially if you're young, definitely take a trip around the world. Definitely go somewhere outside of your community, outside of your Instagram. Just go there for a weekend or a week. Just go there for a weekend or a week and just look at life. And I promise you, it'll really put things into perspective for you.
So TMark, we want to go through some of the news out in the sneaker world this week. So we want to get your perspective on it.
Okay.
One of the biggest stories this week is about your former employer, Jay.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Foot Action?
Yeah. That's pretty sad because Foot Action was the store that really was like in the streets. In the hood.
That's collection too, man.
Yeah, it's really sad. I mean, damn, did I get in? No, I can't say that. I have a little bit more information on what's going to happen. They're not going to close all of them. That's what I'm hearing. I think I can say that.
A good majority.
It's a good majority, though. Yeah,
but is the brand?
They keep the flags to 3 though.
Yeah, they're going to keep. I believe they're going to keep some of the flagships and some of the flight stores, but the brand should not be going away completely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I asked, I was like, "Yo, so you losing your job?" And he's like, "No, I'm good." I was
they gotta cancel Hyperactive completely.
You think they should?
Part of that family too?
I mean, Hyperactive is under Jimmy Jazz. I'm saying, but like, you don't even see them shits anymore like that.
That's a fact. Yeah. Can I say a hot take about this?
Go ahead.
Is anybody gonna get in trouble? Is anybody gonna get a text from like a Foot employee and be like, "Yo, what the fuck"?
No, I'm not with them no more.
All right.
Unless you're gonna talk about somebody personally.
I mean, I know.
No.
There's some people corporate Foot Action, but I mean, I know more people at Foot Locker. So
I worked at Foot Locker from I want to say 05 to 07, 08. And we were right next to a Foot Action, so I have love for the brand tremendously. But
before he shits on
back, looking back, Foot Action is kind of racist. It kind of was
racist.
It kind of was it was Foot Locker's answer for a urban shopping experience.
I get what you mean.
I remember being young and Foot Action just wanted, like, it was, you walked in and the mannequins had their hat backwards. And there was like graffiti on the wall.
I would so not racist, but they were definitely like appropriating culture.
Yeah,
especially urban culture.
And that's a given. I think everybody in the building would agree. They know that. They know that.
Yeah, so I'm not too sad to see it go because it's like,
damn.
It's like, come on, man. Nah, that should have been like a thing. I feel like you have all right. Listen. I feel like Foot Locker is the big box store, right? So that's the corporate America sneaker store. 100%, no problem with that. We need that. We need those in our malls all over the country. It makes perfect sense. But I feel like the community that Foot Action was trying to serve, I feel like that should stick to mom and pop shops. That should stick to like the store in the hood on the corner that you know the manager by name, and you go in and you say what up to him, and y'all talk about sneakers, and then you come back and release it.
Even then, right? We ain't never seen no mannequins dressed the way Foot Action and them be dressing them, man.
That's what I'm saying. Saying.
Don't be putting me in no big ass just do it shirt with some shorts and some bad feet. Like, nah, man. That shit but that's their way of thinking that they know the culture, and they really don't know the culture. They don't know what's cool. They don't. And you know, it's cool that they don't know what's cool, but why not bring people in that have, you know, that experience, or the people that have tapped into the culture that's a part of the culture? Why not bring those people in?
I feel like they've definitely gotten better with that, though.
Yes.
They're starting to put people in those roles now.
I want to say Foot Locker as well. I can't really speak much on Foot Action, but I know Foot Locker's got way better. And
yeah, that's the point I was trying to make. I apologize if I fucked that up, but I'm saying like I appreciate Foot Locker for what it is. I'm just saying that in 2021 we could do without Foot Action. We don't need that right now. That energy.
So
do we need Champs?
Champs is true to itself. Champs is a sportswear. I would say Champs is the more sportswear branch of the company, because I remember Champs to be the store where you would go and find the jerseys, like authentic. They would have authentics and everything. So Champs is like the sportswear part of the tree.
So one of the hottest sneakers of the week and contender for sneaker of the year comes out this week.
Trav's ready.
Yeah, you know I'm ready.
Oh, we ready. We've been
ready. This sneaker actually is releasing on Sneakers today when this podcast comes out. Let me bring this up here. We got the SB Dunk Low. What the Paul?
Need those.
Yeah, this is damn near impossible to get. If you're listening to this today before 10 a.m., I want to let you know that the inventory on these sizes are less than 400 each on the sneakers app. Some even as low as like 200 pairs a size. So the sneakers app did not get as much inventory as you think. So
is it more in the stores, you think?
Yeah, it's definitely more in the skate shops. Skate shops definitely got way more inventory.
And Trav, get into that, what we talked about.
So I want to say something without saying too much. I don't want to give away too much, but I got some info about these. And, you know, this is nothing new. We always talked about it, but to see it and to have hard proof, I got some info on someone who is backdooring pairs, right?
What are you
and I got the guy's name, so I did some Googles. And he's the owner of a skate shop. And is literally, I want to say like over 15 to 20 pairs are being backdoored. And then has the nerve on his Instagram page to be holding a raffle. And I think the raffle is probably the slap in the face. It's not so much the backdooring, it's the making people feel like they actually have a chance.
But they don't know that. They don't know what he's doing behind those.
I know like we're privy to information that most people don't know. I wish I could say more about that, but I don't want to get anyone caught up. But basically, yeah, like if you get these for retail, God bless you. Go play lotto because it's tough out here. It's nasty out here.
I think I'm prepared to pay resale, but only because I'm gonna sell some shit. So
exactly,
gotta even it out.
Is that sneaker of the year?
resale?
I mean,
it's up there for me. It's up there.
You got Lightnings coming. They did a good job on the Lightnings.
Oh, you saw it? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I think it was Z sneakers.
I think that might have been a mock though.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen people post the official images. Hold on.
I do.
Is this not official images?
Let me bring you up full screen.
Yeah, those are official? Images, yeah.
That looks like the official images.
Okay.
Because it's the of it.
Oh,
you could probably pull it up on your end. It looks better.
Yeah, I know. T. That's one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, this is a good pair, man. I always say 4s and 5s has like the best colorways of Jordans.
Oh yeah, this is official.
Yeah, like 4s and 5s have so many crazy fucking colorways, bro. And you get into the ones, but there's a lot of bad ones.
There's a lot of bad ones.
There's actually more bad ones
than good ones. Yeah, like 2s didn't have that many. 3s was like
you just remind me of
you kind of just need like the classic 3s. Like you don't really need like all.
Yeah, that's nice.
There's a few ones but it's a lot of misses with 3s.
Those new ones that just came out. What is it? The patina? Those brown joints?
Nasty.
Those are terrible.
Yeah.
Those are so bad, bro.
Yeah, those are bad.
So bad.
Those are bad. And then you get to 4s and 5s, it's like, it's a lot of bad, but it's a lot of good, bro. Like,
a
lot of solid.
I would say 4s. There's actually probably more good than bad.
Yeah. And
it's rare you see a bad pair of 4s.
Speaking on the P rods, one of the stores I did like, or I liked what they did for a raffle, was Atmos. It was real interesting. They did like a bingo style raffle. I'm trying to pull up the tweet now, but basically you had to fill out like a bingo of, here, I'll pull it up. Hold on.
Nah, I'm salty. I don't care.
So they called it Atmos Bingo. So you basically had to fill out one of these slots. So you had a choice of 4. So you could post a pic or post a tweet with 4 pictures. It had to have your @ name in it. So you could do Jordan 1, Silver Box, Atmos Apparel, or skateboard.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's dope, right?
That's fire.
They didn't even look at my entry.
That's fire.
They had one where you could do pink box, any SB Dunk High, orange box SB, black SB. This one's the best one. All P rods, I think, of different color boxes.
That's the one that you probably gonna win the shoe with.
Yeah, right.
So you had to post
automatic
the 4 pics with your @ and your size, and then they DM you an invoice. I thought that was fire.
That's fucking dope. Whoever came up with that concept is fucking genius. That's genius. That's fire.
So it gives
and that's so creative.
Mm-hmm. Gives a chance for either the real P Rod heads or the real SB heads, or even the people who just fuck with Atmos to get a chance. So yeah, I like that a lot.
I'm salty. I'm super salty.
Crazy.
I'm gonna go through these next few real.
Run them, Trav, run them.
These Jordan 3s.
Rust pink. I don't need them.
Yeah, I don't need this.
That's literally what we just spoke about.
It's really like a good shoe to just look at. Like,
yeah,
they're like cute. They're like very cute.
Maybe a beige shoe.
Like, yeah, for a fact. Like, ladies, I think they need to really jump on that shit. If I got them for free, I would keep them. But
they look like strawberry Nesquik.
But I feel like they went the Aleli May 6s route.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
I didn't even think
that.
Yeah, but
so
I think ladies should really, 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 really
Jump on that.
Up on those, yeah.
So a shoe I know Sneak is very excited for.
He's not a woman, but he will be that day.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what the hell?
Women's.
Why is the? Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Because on women's they have to switch it up.
No, that's like how they did the Japan joints.
Mhm.
The Japan's?
Yeah, with the leather tongue.
The original retro. Not original retro, but the retro.
Yeah, the silver.
Oh man.
So these are the Jordan 1 court purple metallic.
Yeah, metallic.
There was people that had them out here on feet, and it's terrible fits, but they didn't look great on feet. And then they're probably only gonna go up to a 12, so it's over for me anyway.
I'm so sad. Why they did that to the tongue, man?
They're never gonna give you everything that you want.
That shit don't even look natural though. That shit, the sneaker look uncomfortable. It don't even look like it wants that tongue.
It's definitely something holding the tongue up.
Dog, that looks nuts.
So here we have the collab we never asked for, and I personally don't think we need. The post office
priority
with Nike. So I know that when images of this sneaker leaked, the post office or the U.S. post office, they sued Nike for using their likeness, and then they came to an agreement.
But can we talk? The reason I wanted to talk about this is because literally nobody has touched on this, but they did a UPS and a FedEx version of this, and nobody caught on.
Like Nike?
Trav, search Air Force One experimental brown, and then search Air Force One experimental orange. And they literally have a UPS version and a FedEx version.
It's terrible.
UPS.
This is nasty. I don't even feel like we should be covering this. What the? It looks like it's melting.
How crazy is that? That's the point of it. That's the point of it. How crazy is that though? That they did all the shipping services. It's just nobody caught on. If you look, there's an orange pair. There's orange and purple.
I wouldn't catch on to that one being UPS.
Really? It's brown and yellow.
I mean, now seeing the USPS one, I would, but if I saw that one first, I wouldn't catch on.
That's terrible.
That's nasty. Yeah, that's nasty.
They just wasting material.
Listen, man, we need Kanye to come back and put his foot in Nike's ass so they could go back to acting right. Because right now they just releasing anything.
Supreme.
Yeah, what happened? Oh, I do have a Supreme cop this week. I forgot about that.
What do you got?
I bought this little bullshit for fun.
Yeah. I wanted that too.
Do you fuck with Supreme, TMark? I mean, I know you got the SBs, but like as far as clothing,
it's hit or miss for me. Like I feel like every season there's like one or two pieces that's like, oh, okay, that's nice.
This season's been dry.
Majority. Yeah.
You're not like going crazy over the low box logos or anything like that, right?
No, not at all. Honestly, I think it got to the point where it's just like the access to it is just crazy. Like certain people is wearing. I remember you was able to go into Supreme and get some dope shit years ago, and it's just bad now. It's really
box logos used to be in their sales time. Like you used to be able to walk in there and get whatever you wanted.
Yeah, I think the last piece I went into the store and bought was the I want to say either the Martin Luther King hoodie.
That was last season, I think, right?
Nah, that was years ago, wasn't it?
The hoodie? Yeah.
The hoodie,
yeah.
That was years
19
ago.
maybe. I think 19 or 18.
I was one of them. I think that was like the last thing I went into the store and bought. I caught a couple things online that I like here and there, but that shit is the worst website ever. Like should be sold. Like you get the alert and should be sold out. It's like, all right, bro.
Yeah, that's bot central right there.
There's really no point of this shit. Certain things I caught manually, but I think it just be because there's no hype behind it. And now they should sit like some of that stuff sits on the website now, right?
Yeah. Especially like this past week sat. Yeah.
And sneak of the week.
I was gonna say that tool. You know what comes in handy? Leave it in your car.
Yeah, leave it in the car.
Yeah, because you be in the car and you be like, "Damn, I wish I had a scissor right now." Damn, I wish I had. And boom.
Yeah, I purchased it. I was like, I'll see what this does. But sneaker of the week, here's where we share a sneaker that we will be purchasing this week. I already know what Trav's is. So Trav, you could tell me out loud how many pairs you want.
Those P-Rods got to come home, man. They got to come home.
For retail?
By any means necessary. I'm doing a TMark. I'm doing some chess moves for that one.
I like that energy.
By any means necessary. I'm gonna take is it this week? I was gonna take the Michigan Lows. I don't know if that's this week or not, but that's probably the next sneaker I'll need. Oh, that's June 3rd.
All I'm gonna say is shout out to Nike NYC.
They sent that? They came through?
I don't know.
I think they did. I think they did.
When is this airing?
Tomorrow.
When is this airing? That's funny.
Sneak, what you got?
I'm with you, Trav. Those P-Rods, I personally feel for those how I felt when I saw the Balvins for the first time. That's going to be easily for me in my top 3 for the year.
By any means? By any means?
By any means. Oh,
okay.
You already know.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
By any means.
Look at.
By any means.
Yeah, for me, this week is definitely the P-Rods by any means. Then the following week, I need those Miami Night LeBrons, man.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
I need those. Man. I got to double up on those, man. I had the original pair, and like people don't understand how difficult that shoe was to get. Like that shit only dropped in Miami. Like I don't think people understand like how legendary that shoe is when that shit came out. Same with the South Beach 8s too, but preheat 8s, let me say the correct name.
Before they come.
What do you mean, man? Those are preheats, man. I was like, I camped out for those when they first came out.
Yeah, I get tired of that so much.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anything like you missed that wave.
You were just born.
When that shit was $1,000.
I hate that.
When that shoe was $1,000, like literally. I wanted to ask y'all, how do y'all feel about that black and like electric green 6?
Yeah, I was just talking about that yesterday. I asked Sneak, and he said it was from the high school, right, Sneak?
It's I think it's Oregon. No, not high school. I think it's
college. The Oregon.
Yeah,
it is Oregon, right?
I think
which is weird.
It's a little different.
It is.
It's like that. It's the same concept of it. So like the Oregon's this part. Oh well, damn, it's right.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So like, whereas Claire is like all green.
Oh, on the Oregon, it's all green. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, yo. I kind of like these. Like I don't know.
Those are hard.
I don't know why I like them as much as I do, but I like them.
I'm not mad at them. It just always hurts my feelings when it's a PE out there. It's just like, oh man, it's a school exclusive out there. Damn.
I mean, for me, it's kind of like I don't have the Oregon, so fuck it. Let's run it out.
So did you get the UNC 4s, the universities that just passed with the crazy tongue? Thank you. I'm done.
No.
Okay.
Hold on. I got him, but it was a trade bait chess move.
Okay. And what about the 3s from the UNC tongue that's missing?
I have those.
Okay.
Those are fire.
No, those are fire.
Those are crazy.
Those are good. Those are good.
And that shoe was like kind of difficult to get for some reason.
Mhm.
Yeah, I regret not getting them.
Yeah, that's a good shoe.
Yeah, that's a great shoe. Yeah.
Hated those. My sleeper 3 was probably the Katrina 3s though.
Yeah.
That shoe's so fire.
AKA the Jordan card.
Yeah.
Jordan card, please.
That is a sleeper. Nobody really cared about that like that.
That shit is a waste.
Did you get the Fragment 3T?
Yeah, I was able to get those.
Yeah.
Those are calm. Those are not like crazy. It's black and white though, so it's kind of like you can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really mind the yellow one either. It's not too bad.
Because every pair went yellow, right?
Yeah, it's not too crazy. Like the yellow part, I don't mind the yellow one a little bit. Honestly, it gives it like some type of character to it.
That's definitely a sneaker where you have to use the sneak rejuvenator and clean the bottom of your shoe.
Yeah, yeah, those shits is. You wear those. I wore those once. Them shits look crazy. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. But TMark, thank you for coming through and sharing your story. I didn't know a lot of that, and I'm already looking at you in a different light, sir. You're a creative man.
No,
you put a lot into what you do. I didn't even know it took that much to when it comes to making the hats. I didn't know it took that much. But it's not just slapping a logo on and calling it a day. It's actually some work and some creative thought and process that has to go behind it. And I appreciate that for sure.
No, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Appreciate y'all inviting me on the show finally. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We definitely need a part 2.
Definitely need a part 2 for a fact.
Yeah.
We can probably do it when I'm back in the crib and I can show some shit.
Yeah.
I can see the wall.
Yeah, we could get into that. I know Sneak got a lot of shit, but he only showed the books and shit. That's it. He only showed the books. And, I know all of y'all just tapped into the culture. And I appreciate y'all inviting me on the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Man.
Thank you for coming and just giving us that story. Jay Yannick signing off. The man to the right of me, Gallery Department.
Sneak bozos. Peace.
All right.
The man.
Hey, Trav, you nerds.
Head TMark again. Tell him where they can find you, even though you're famous as hell.
TMark got kicks on Instagram with 2 S's, not 1. Styled by TMark, nyc.com. That's the website. Drop every Friday on hats. About to tap into doing some more t-shirts and shorts and stuff like that. And I'm going to just put this out here because now it has to happen. TMark and Save Mankind collab coming soon.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's it.
Right? Now it has to happen. Exactly. So now
you're ready.
You can't edit it. You can't delete it. It's live. It's recorded. It's got to happen. We're going to make it happen. Definitely aiming for the summer, right? Right, Sneak?
Facts.
Aiming for the summer.
I'm not talking no more, y'all. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Boom. Boom. Boom. Boom. Boom.